Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best gas leaf blower. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is Black Decker. Black Decker Bxcam. I was blown away by the suction. I have 6 cats and the fur flies around. I have central vacuuming, but the 30 hose is cumbersome. Since I vacuum every day, I wanted something light and easy for the in-between touch-ups. There are 2 possible negatives. 1. The canister is hard to empty and the contents fall out onto the floor. I recommend holding it over the trash can to empty. 2. The instructions say to replace the filter. I was blown away by the suction. I have 6 cats and the fur flies around. I have central vacuuming, but the 30 hose is cumbersome. Since I vacuum every day, I wanted something light and easy for the in-between touch-ups. There are 2 possible negatives. 1. The canister is hard to empty and the contents fall out onto the floor. I recommend holding it over the trash can to empty. The instructions say to replace the filter every 6 months, but I have been unable to find the filter. If there is a replacement filter, please advise. I've been trying for a while to find a small vacuum cleaner for small jobs when I don't want to get out the big vacuum cleaner. The handheld ones that I've tried are just not helpful. No suction. I don't use something like this often and didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars. This one is very inexpensive and I figured if it didn't work well, I wouldn't be out a lot of money. I have found this works well for floors. I have a small kitchen and bathroom and entryway and I can use this vacuum cleaner effectively for those. Less useful on carpet. It just sticks on the carpet and won't move. I would like to use it for some throw rugs and I'm still experimenting with that. I've found that if I move it out and pull it towards me it works better than trying to push it. Be very careful in emptying. The container doesn't come out easily and I have dumped all the contents on the floor, meaning I had to get out the large vacuum cleaner and vacuum it up again. Next time, I'm going to try it over the dumpster. This vacuum cleaner is very lightweight and therefore easy to use for small jobs. I wanted something light enough to pull out for small spills in my home and to clean up crumbs in the crevice of my stove's cooktop. I like the detachable handheld and the additional crevice and fabric cleaner attachments. This fit the bill. I wanted not to have to deal with filters, but then on the other hand, cleaning the filter is not enjoyable either. It gets dirty quickly and I either use a brush to get some of the stuff or use my large Auric vacuum cleaner to clean the filter. With that all said, I would buy it again. Hopefully it will last and I won't have to buy it for some time because I don't need to use it weekly. The number 4 on the list is Poulan Pro. Poulan Pro. We're all familiar with the pain of buying a new gadget and being stressed out by all the bells and whistles. This Poulan Pro gas leaf blower is very user-friendly. Once it arrives, unpack it, set it up and enjoy using it without any stress. It's comfy, easy to use, and very powerful. Overall, this is a very comfortable backpack leaf blower to wear. Not only is it lightweight, 22 pounds, but it's built with a load-reducing harness. This ensures it fits the user well, but also takes the strain off you. That way, you can go for longer without getting tired, no matter your size. Thanks to the variable speed throttle, you can change up your speed if you want something a bit slower. Once you've chosen your preferred speed, you can pop on cruise control and enjoy the steady speed of air. Fully equipped at 200 miles per hour with CFM, this is a powerful beast of a blower. Get the jobs at hand done quickly with this guy. Many customers dislike the starting up of this machine. It takes a while. In fact, you sometimes have to pull the cord 6 times to prime the machine. Overall, it's not the simplest to get up and running. I am not a small engine guy, but I assume the issues I have can easily be resolved if you know what to do. I find the engine doesn't idle very well and getting the blower up to speed has a lag. I think that would be a carburetor adjustment. The reason I bought it was to do my parents' lawn more quickly. My kids are in college now, so I don't have the help I did last year. I own 2 electric blowers with higher ratings in CMF and MPH. But this gas blower is much more powerful and you aren't dragging a cord behind you. If you are thinking of going gas, this is a good unit. I've seen lower prices in videos, but that was in past years. The only other thing that concerned me was the noise factor. I have tinnitus and I'm very sensitive to noise. I wear earplugs and noise-canceling ear coverings and no issues. The number 3 on the list is SCHRÖDER leaf blower. SCHRÖDER leaf blower, if you want something a bit more heavy-duty that can handle large jobs or even be used for work purposes, then check out the Echo handheld leaf blower. This beast of a machine runs of these specs may sound like less, but professionals love how powerful it is and how much time they save by using it. It also comes with a 5-year warranty to give you peace of mind when investing in this machine. This blower moves leaves. After being without a blower for about 10 fall days, I first used the SCHRÖDER the day after a heavy rain that added a lot of leaves to the existing 10-day normal fall accumulation. I spent 4 hours, 3 tanks of gas, and moved all the wet leaves and large acorns without a worry. Amazing. The blower's operational performance is exceptional, reasonable, weight at just over 20 pounds, it's lighter than some in its class. Makes for a nice workout addition to your 10,000 steps around the yard cleaning up, plus you get those magic fingers vibration through your back as you traverse the yard. What's not to love? Well built, the SCHRÖDER seems tight, well constructed, and solid. The blower nozzles have set screws to hold them together and include both round and flat blower nozzles. The air filter has both a foam pre-filter and a proper pleated paper secondary filter. All the assemblies have the look and feel of fit for purpose and sturdiness. Some thoughtful engineering went into the base blower package. Comfortable, the thickly padded shoulder straps and waist and chest straps keep the blower solidly against your body. The pistol grip throttle position is adjustable along the length of the blower nozzle. Throttle trigger is too stiff, I had to keep switching fingers between index and middle. The throttle return spring is too stiff. The trigger itself is wide enough, but trigger pressure is just too much after a while and your finger tells you it has had enough. Yes, I was out there about 4 hours, but your trigger finger shouldn't be the limiting factor. I commented to myself about the stiffness as I was pre-assembling the unit, and it proved out in application. I will take the throttle assembly apart and see if I can cut down a spring somehow or identify the source of the stiffness and relieve it. We'll see. The number 2 on the list is CRAFTSMAN. CRAFTSMAN, I can't comment on the longevity because I just got it. After my first couple uses, I am thrilled. With the blower, I had a lot of control. Between control of the power and the tip attachment, I could be very precise in blowing where I want to, better than my last blower. You wouldn't think there would be that much difference, but there is. It is powerful. Also, I can blow stuff from 6 feet away. That with my old blower I had to get 3 feet away. Some of that may be the tip that goes on this blower focuses the blast. The vacuum is even better than I expected. The vacuum picked up more leaves than I could have gotten with my hands and less rocks. The vacuum also picks up very quickly. It probably took a third of the time it would have taken picking up leaves by hand. Switching attachments and switching from blower to vacuum was pretty quick the second time after spending a while learning how to do it the first time. There is one part I'm concerned about. When you put the plastic vacuum attachment on, it locks into place. To unlock it, you need to turn this little screw with a screw driver. That screw is made of plastic. I have only unlocked it a few times and the screwdriver is already starting to chew up that plastic nut. I really hope you can replace just the nut, or that one little piece may make the whole machine trash. The number 1 on the list is Husqvarna. Husqvarna, sometimes you need more than just a leaf blower. That's why we think you'll love this vacuum mulcher blower combo. You can suck up the leaves and then mulch them at a ratio. This saves space in the bag, allowing you to pull up the maximum amount of leaves before you need to empty the bag. Overall, this is a beast of a machine that can handle a ton of intense yard work. Out of the box, the upper tube did not fit flush with the power head and continuously fell off while running the machine. As I don't have the luxury of return weight for new one, I just glued the blasted thing on there. It has held thus far, more a credit to the glue than the blower. Also, with respect to the reviews stating the blower is very efficient fuel-wise, I very much disagree. It is nowhere near as efficient as my other brand, but also orange-year-old blower, which admittedly doesn't have the air volume this one produces but worked nearly as well until it just gave up the ghost. Finally, the reviews that mention the left-hand use issue, namely the airflow being very high on intake from the left side being quite high, thus requiring right-hand user holding the blower well away from the left hip, are exactly right. I don't consider this a negative per se, but it's worth considering if you're left-handed. On the upside, the blower is very strong and manufacturer's numbers on airflow are believable. If you need to move a lot of leaves, etc. quickly, this thing will likely do just that. The manual is very straightforward and clear. My machine is primed for the manual, choke to full, 3 pulls, mid-choke, 2 pulls and off we go. Any thought of pull it one time and it starts right up sound a bit difficult to fathom. BTW, it's easy to pull. I think the carb needs adjusting, as other reviewers have mentioned, as it loses RPMs during changes of direction, especially pointing downward at a significant angle.